Alright. Yo, what's going on? Let me adjust that game right there. Check the levels. Yup. There we go. Yo, it's your boy PLZRWD. Please rewind, aka Monsieur du Monde, depending on what continent we on. And right now we are on the continent of Africa, the motherland, not the other land. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is another episode of Heart to Heart, episode 2, part 2. The tour continues. But yeah, man, I just want to kind of tell you guys about my holiday experience, my third Christmas in a row. Yeah, my third holiday season in a row away from home. In Cape Verde this year. And the past 3 have been the past 2. Went to Sierra Leone from December. I flew out on the 10th. I got there on the 11th, and I left on the 23rd. Something like that. I was there for like a little less than 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know. It went by so fast. I mean, that was an experience in itself. Definitely check that out. VirtuaHeart.com. Catch flights until you catch feelings. You feel me? That's the motto for 2020 and beyond. Catch flights until you catch feelings. And catching feelings in a way that doesn't necessarily mean for somebody. You know what I'm saying? It could be for the food. You know what I'm saying? It could be for the culture, for the dance. Maybe it's a certain dance that you like. Maybe a certain martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like capoeira in Brazil or Angola. It could be the love of the dance. Kizomba is very popular here. Originated in Angola. Very popular here in Cape Verde as well. Prior Cape Verde, Cabo Verde. Very popular here. Could be for the food. You know what I mean? For the cuisine, like. You know, for the scenery, the water, the beaches, whatever it is. Until you catch feelings for something, catch flights. Until you catch feelings. It's what it is, man. But yeah, man, this is the Heart to Heart. I just want to go into my my holiday weekend. I had a very interesting weekend. Traveled out of the capital city for like a day and a half. A full 20, or really like a full 24 hours, I would say. So just a little backstory of my so on Christmas Day, right, I get an invite from this girl that I met at this like after hours bar or restaurant type place, right? I got invited there from a friend that I met, or a guy that I met that was also from Cape Verde. And so I met him at this place called Nice Criolla. It's like a live music place. It's like right on the cliff here in Palmarejo where I'm staying. It's actually like walking distance from here, right? So I met him there, and I ended up finding out about this place where I met the friend that invited me out. On Friday. So she was a bartender there, right? Okay, so it was my fourth time seeing her, but my second time hanging out with her, meeting up with her. My third time meeting up with her was on the day that she invited me to come to Tatterfall, which is on the north side of Santiago Island, of the island that we're on right now. It's about a 2 to 3 hour drive, depending on traffic or whatever, but the drive is beautiful, man. The drive is oh man, it's fucking excuse my oof, man, it's fucking gorgeous. Like that's the only way I can put it. It's a little I mean, if you're the type to get road sickness, I'd be very careful. You very high in the mountains, you at a certain point you up where the clouds is at. Like, I'm gonna have some footage of that. You'll see some footage in that, and in my vlogs, but please rewind, youtube.com, PLZRWD. I say pleaserewind.com? Please Rewind on YouTube. PLZ RWD PLZ RWD. Please Rewind YouTube. But yeah. So if you get like, if you're the type to get road sickness, I'd be very careful. I'd be very careful on that trip. It's very you swaying to the left and to the right. The drivers here be whipping on these roads, but it's a very well paved road. It's nice. It's very scenic. It's like hills and mountains and valleys, and it's, oh man, it's crazy. It's beautiful. Like, it just made me think, like, man, like, who would want to leave this behind? Like, honestly, like, who would want to leave this behind? Like, would you want to leave this behind on purpose? Like, I don't think anybody in their right mind would want to leave this paradise on purpose. Like, it reminded me a lot of Freetown, Sierra Leone, especially when you're going out to the eastern, especially on the eastern side, and when you're going from like Jue Station to what is it? Wilberforce. Bow. There you go. Like between Wilberforce to Jue. If you take the way that's going to like Kabbalah Town, if you're taking that way to go to town, I'm talking about going the other way. I guess it'll take you directly to Lumley. I want to say Lumley Roundabout. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Shout out Salon Twitter, man. Shout out Salon Twitter. Man, not to get sidetracked, but you know, a few shout outs to people that are doing some nice work in Sierra Leone. Shout out to Vicky Remo, if I'm saying that. Hope I'm saying that correct. Shout out to, man, who else on? I hate when I just want to forget names. I need to start taking notes, but I'm just kind of free flowing. But shout out to all the good people that are doing work out there and promoting tourism in Sierra Leone. Shout out Salone, Howdy Body. I hope everything is fine. I hope you guys are staying safe out there during COVID, and just crazy times, man. Crazy times. I just hope everybody's doing good out there. But let me rewind real quick. Let me rewind on that real quick. But yeah, it definitely, just the hills and the valleys, like the elevation of some of the homes. Like you'll see homes, like a community of homes over here, here, and here. Just I don't even know how to explain it, man. It's just mad beautiful. Like, it definitely reminded me a lot of Sierra Leone, of Freetown. Wow. Shout out to Salone, man. ECOWAS, we here, baby. ECOWAS. But we in Cape Verde right now, Praia, Cape Verde. Where the main language here is Portuguese, but they actually speak a Creole. It's Creole, similar to Pidgin or Creole in Sierra Leone, or Pidgin, Ghana, Nigeria. It's like a broken Portuguese, you know, mixture, stuff like that. Maybe like patois in Jamaica, you know, like I said before. It's very similar in that regard. Like, I've met in this past week 2 people from Guinea-Bissau that say that the Portuguese spoken there is a little bit similar, you know, when you're, you know, in the local areas and everything like that. But yeah, one of them was when I went to Cidade Vilha and to Terrafall. Or no, not Terrafall. No, when I was here just last night. Just last night at this place called Quebra Cabana, which seems to be like a really hot spot here in Praia, Cape Verde, in Palmarejo, right near nice Criolla. It's a really nice area. You got a place called Alchemist, where I've eaten a few times. The food is good over there. I've had the pizza at Quebra Cabana. I haven't eaten anything other than that. But yeah, so back to my weekend though. So Friday was my 3rd time hanging out with her. My 3rd time hanging out with her, 5th time seeing her, I guess, at this point, right? So she's invited me to Terrafall. I'm not knowing too much, not, you know, where we're going to stay. I'm thinking we're just going for the day, but you know, as I got there, like to the bus station, it's called it's this market called Sucupira Market, and so it That's in Praia, and it's like it's like the middle, like central, basically, like the downtown, essentially. You know, there's a bunch of banks and big market. You know, everything that you're looking for, right, in town. It's just like where a bunch of buses go to, you know, different cities and stuff like that. So, so we're taking the bus to Terrafall, right? It's a 3 hour ride, 2 to 3 hour ride. Um, Man, this is crazy. Okay, so you know, I take the taxi there. I'm not really, you know, I'm using Google Translate, right? And I'm learning, you know, I'm trying to learn Creole, you know, and not necessarily Portuguese, but it's a mix, and I'm using English to Portuguese on Translator, right? So, um, so I'm not really getting like the setup of the meeting time, right? Like I'm used to just saying like, hey, you know, when you're making plans, just hey, you want to do this, or you know, you're inviting somebody to something. This is the time. This is what the time that I'll be there. Meet me there, right? Boom. So I'm like, all right, cool. You accept it. You make it. Can't make it. You know, whatever have you. So like, I don't know, like 10, 20 minutes before she said that she was gonna be there, she told me she was there. So I'm thinking like there was no like I'm on my way type shit. You know what I'm used to, like you let somebody, like when you say you're going somewhere, you should let somebody know when you're leaving, right? So so I'm getting her to well so she tells me that she's there, right? So I'm basically rushing, and I'm packing my drone and batteries, equipment, microphones, everything, right? And as I get there, I notice that it seems like she's with like a friend and her child, and there's two smaller black children, right? Um, I didn't realize. Well, the day before, so the second time I hung out with her before this third time, right? Uh, she showed me pictures of her family, yada yada. You know, it's my uncle, my tio, my tia, primo, prima, mom, dad, yada yada. And then these kids come in. She's like, "Oh, this is my uncle's kids," and like, I don't- she, it, I should have caught on there. Like, she said something about like, excuse me. She said something about like, "Would you still date me if I had kids?" And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, what? um, it, it, I don't know. It almost seemed like as if she was trying to deflect, or I don't know. Okay, so but anyway, she was saying that they were like her uncle's kids or something like that, and I didn't, and I like caught on, but then I didn't, and it made me, because she told me that she was 24, right? She told me that she was 24, and so in my mind, I'm like, okay, and these kids look like they're about like 9, 10, 11 years old, like they look like they're at least like 10. So I'm like, okay, she told me she was 24, so that means she maybe had the kid when she was 14, 15, and there was two of them, so back to back, 15, 16. I'm thinking maybe 14, 15. I don't know, but I'm not, like, all of this isn't clicking in my head. While we're chilling on the second time when we met. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. She's showing me pictures of her family. Cool. That's nice. So, but she didn't invite me like that day. This was like on the day of Christmas that she's invited me. So it's very, very last minute, impromptu. But I was kind of like, I had met somebody last week from a travel route that was traveling, that was visiting Cape Verde from Holland. So so I ended up. So she was telling me about her trip to Terrafall, how they went fishing and on a boat trip, and how the ride was, and just the different activities that they were doing out there, right? And they said they liked the vibe out there way better. And I mean, I can say from my experience, it was pretty nice. Like, it's more of a definitely smaller town. Everything's bit, more closer. Like you can walk the whole town in maybe like 20 minutes, just about. I mean, the beach is nice. The beach that I went to was nice. It's like pretty much the main beach. I didn't get the name by chance. I didn't. But I'd say it was definitely a vibe. Like if you're into the smaller towns, the low key beaches, if you're more into that and less the nightlife of the capital city, fast pace, gotta go here, gotta go there. You know what I mean? Like Praya's not like that at all. Like it's. I want to compare it to the Caribbean, but I've never been to the Caribbean. That's the thing. I want to say it's like Brazil, but with more of a Caribbean vibe. Like it's very free spirited here. Like people, are just very carefree, very comfortable. Everybody's very relaxed. It's very chill. It's very chill here. It's very chill. I love it out here. But I can imagine this is what the Caribbean is like. Like in Jamaica, Guadeloupe, Saint Lucia. You know, I can imagine. Maybe 2021. We'll pray on it. We'll pray on it. But yeah. And when you're just comparing the two of them, Brazil and Cape Verde, they have like obviously the culture of the colonizers, and then a mix of like the indigenous African, native peoples. You feel me? Like it's just, I mean, from the food to the way they dress, the way they talk, like from the language and everything. Like it's just, man, I can't. It was nice. So okay. So on this Christmas day, right? So I'm with these people, and there's a guy that was sitting in front of me. I thought they were with them too. Maybe that was like her cousin or something. I don't know, one of her cousins or something. But turns out he was just also going to Tutterfall. But he was kind of just pointing certain things out to me, like a university that's being built in a little bit outside the capital city, and the national football stadium, where they play all the games at. And on the way, he pointed out just telling me about like land and stuff like that. And I mean, I was asking him like how much a plot of land is out here, because like, man, I would build out here definitely, like a little beach safe house, or somewhere ducked off in the mountains, like that. Oh man, it's just beautiful out here. It's mad beautiful out here. I was gonna say, what was that? Oh, I thought I heard something. But no, I was just gonna say, I definitely would build out here. It's mad beautiful. It's mad beautiful out here. Y'all have to see it. Y'all have to see it. Praia, Cape Verde, West Africa. But so yeah, Friday, we're on this bus. The guy's pointing. I wish I could remember his name, man. I wish I could remember his name. But I ended up seeing him later that night too. They were doing like a little. Well, let me slow down. Let me slow down. Okay, so we're on the bus. We're going. I'm taking pictures and videos of the hills and valleys and the winding roads and stuff like that. The drive was crazy. I swear they were hitting like at least like I don't know how many kilometers per second. I mean kilometers per hour, or however they do it here. I know miles, but they was hitting at least like 40 on these like winding roads around these hills, and I'm like, yo, this is wild. But hey, they do this. I wasn't tripping. I'm just, I'm praying. Definitely got to say a little prayer. But yeah, man. What happened? So we get there, right? What happens when we get there? the bus. The cool thing about the buses here is that you can pick them from anywhere, right? That's how it is in Ghana. That's how it is in Sierra Leone. Like you just walk out to the side of the road and there's transport. Like you could just pick it from anywhere, and that's the good thing about it. Like you're not on a time schedule, except for at night. They run a little slower after like 12, and depending on what parts of town you're in, when it comes to like Freetown and across. They don't really run 24/7 like that. Technically, some do. Like you'll find some that do for people that are just working or trying to get to work or leaving nightlife. And I was taking the bus like I think the latest I probably taken it in Ghana was like 4 a.m. after Afro Nation. Like on like maybe the whole weekend. It was just late, and the Ubers out of there were mad expensive, like $40, like 200 CDs, 300 CDs, somewhere around there, like $50. It's crazy. The surge is crazy, but yeah. So the bus drops us off individually. Like once we get there, right? Like each person that's like on the way around town, they take you directly to where your house is, which is also nice. They don't just drop you off, at a Greyhound station and you figure it out from there. It's like, nah, they actually take you around, to where, your place is. So we're driving up this hill. I'm looking at, looking around. I'm enjoying. It's looking like a smaller version of Raya, basically. Smaller town. What else? What happened? Where was I at? Oh yeah, so we're driving up this hill, dropping people off. We're the last people to be dropped off, right? The last person before us was the guy that was, pointing everything around. So we drop him off, and then now it's me, the girl, and the two black kids, right? So come to find out, like obviously, like those are her children, and I'm not putting like the puzzle pieces together really, because she's not telling me. She didn't tell me she had kids, and like she told me she was 24. But when she, like I said before, when she said when she was talking about the showing me the photos on Facebook of her family, she said something about yeah, these are my kids, like these are my uncle kids, like my primo kids, like I don't know, trying to play it off. Like I should have caught on there, but I mean, I don't know. It's not like I ain't trying to be a stepdad or some shit. Like, I mean, I'm chilling, just catching a vibe. I'm a tourist, I'm exploring, man. I don't know. It's crazy. So we pull up to this house, right? It ends up being an elderly woman. We used to say it was like her mom or her grandmother, but come to find out yesterday she told me that it was her grandmother's sister. So basically like her grandmother, when it comes to like uncles and aunts over here, over in Africa, I've noticed that it's more of like, they call aunts and uncles like either it's like sister or auntie, or auntie this or auntie that, uncle this, uncle that, it can be either or. Sometimes they look at them as like a second mom. Sometimes like I've noticed that too. But yeah, so it was her great aunt, and I'm assuming one of her cousins, her great aunt's children's children, one of her cousins, and I don't know if they were a couple, but there was two other children, no, three other children plus those two. So we're chilling, we're her aunt's in there cooking, food smells good. I'm just looking around. They're showing me around the house and stuff like that. It's a nice home, beautiful home. It's like 6 bedrooms. They're still completing the 3rd floor. Maybe they're gonna put up like 3, 4, 5 bedrooms up there. You're gonna see that in the vlog as well. It's a work in progress. It's in a very new developed area. I learned that her cousin, the girl's cousin, told me that the area is mostly made of like immigrants. And she's saying this, and she typed it in Portuguese on Google Translate, and she says it in English also, because she's also learning English. But she's like, yeah, this area is mostly made of immigrants, and I'm like, immigrants from where? What, Europeans, white people? And she's like, yeah, yeah, white people, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. They're recolonizing. Yeah, but nah, man, I was just. So she was just kind of. I was just kind of explaining to her a few things about. Because I said I said that was bad, and she was like, like, why is it bad? And I said, você gosta personas brancas, something like that. I said, you like white people. And she was like, she moved her hand, side to side, like, maso menos, but here's is maso menos. Um, she was like, yeah, so, and I'm like, yeah, it's very bad. Like, they're very evil. And all this other, talking about slavery and just, other stuff, like other stuff that I'm typing on Google, Google Translate. It was crazy. And it was funny. It was funny. But anyway, it's a very nice area. A lot of the homes are beautiful. The homes are beautiful. You see a view of the ocean. You got the mountains in the background. Very scenic. Very scenic. What was I finna say? Yeah, so they're explaining to me the area. We ended up sitting down to eat. The food was pretty good. It was like collard greens, potatoes, squash, I think, or carrots, squash, carrots, collard greens, squash, carrots, and what was it? Fish? No, it was chicken. Frango. Yeah, frango, chicken. It was chicken. So it was like collard greens, chicken, squash, potatoes. It was mad good. It was good. It was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. So we ate, and then we ended up going to after we ate, we got dressed and went to the beach. So we go to the beach like right around sunset at this point. I got the drone. It's me, the girl, and her cousin. So we're, walking through the town, walking through the beach. She's saying hi. She's from there, so she's saying hi to people and that kind of thing. That awkward, the awkwardness of when you're out with somebody and like they see somebody they know, they talking. You kind of just standing there, especially when you don't know the language. You kind of just in the cut. You know what I mean? Like you chilling. Like I'm chilling. I'm meeting people. Or whatever. I'm chatting with people. I'm using the Creole that I have acquired so far, that I've learned so far, and so we get to the beach. Beach is nice. It's very very low key. It's not many people there. Like I said, it's the sun. It's just like right at sunset. So you're gonna see that in my Verde video. Please rewind PLZRWD YouTube. Yeah, it was a beautiful sunset. You see all the boats, and I'm taking pictures, and then off at the very far right end of the beach, there's like a cliff, a big wall cliff, and it has Terrafall, like carved into the cliff. Like it's nice. So we took pictures over there and stuff like that. Doing my little touristy thing. Doing my little touristy thing, and man, we're chilling. I don't know, just enjoying, like, taking pictures for each other, of each other, all that nice stuff. And so, excuse me, but so I, after the sun starts setting, we were going to go for a drink. We were going to have a drink on the beach, but there was no lights out there. That shit looked nuts, but there was no lights out there, so we was like, nah. So we ended up, walking through town, and there was like this little Christmas parade, and so there's like lights, people dancing, there's live music, live band, there's bars that are open, people drinking, chilling. It's a vibe. I ain't gonna lie. The build of it reminded me of like Yedis Park in Medellin, Colombia, because it's like the streets surround this little park. It's like little walk areas, and stuff like that, like little trails and stuff. And there's like a square in the middle. They got like a fountain and all that kind of stuff, right? It's crazy, but yeah, this part. But if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you gotta go, nigga. You feel me? But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so you know we're walking through the town. We ended up stopping at a bar, grabbing a drink. Ended up meeting one of her uncles, who she said was one of her uncles, like an older guy, probably in his 40s or 50s or something. Who knows? But yeah, we're out chilling, drinking, having a food brews. You know, I'm just kind of taking in the environment and the vibe, and we ended up stopping. At one point after that, we went to another place to have another drink, right? And at one point, we ended up stopping to get this popcorn that was like, it had a red coloring to it, but it was that shit was fire. It was like I don't know what kind of popcorn it was. I forgot the name, you know, of how they call it, but it was good. We ended up going after the second place we went to get a drink. We ended up going back to that place and got a bigger bag of popcorn. But man, what else? So yeah, I mean, we ended up going back. We couldn't find a taxi though, so we ended up like walking back. And at a certain point, there was no more lights, no more like street lights. As we were walking, you know, further up the hill, because we live like on the top of the hill, right? It's a community on the top of the hill. So at a certain point, there's like no lights, so you can't really see shit. But maybe like 2 feet in front of you. As far as like the starlights, you know, like now, like, you know, I mean, not like now. This area is different. There's white street lights, you know, pretty on every block here, and in between where I'm at. But yeah, so we get home, you know, we eat again, chill, go to sleep, you know. Next day I wake up not knowing when I'm going to leave, you know. I'm kind of just, I thought we were going to leave like in the morning or something. I didn't even know where we were staying at, but I ended up sleeping in one of the spare bedrooms that they had. So yeah. Wow, this is wild. Okay, so let me rewind too. Like, so even before we got there, like, she was before we got to Titlefall, I forgot to mention this, but she was expecting me to pay for her and her 2 kids, which I ended up doing. But total, it was like $12. I think I paid like, I don't know. I gave him a 2,000 strudel bill, $2,000 bill, and I think he gave me back like 13. Maybe it was like 700. I don't know. I think maybe she worked out a discount, because originally it's supposed to be like 2,000 for all together. But anyway. Maybe she was joking. I don't know, but I mean, I wasn't against paying, but I didn't know that I didn't know it was her kids. Like, she was inviting me out with her kids. I thought it was just her, me and her. You know, maybe a friend or something. I don't know. Obviously, she's from there, so I was, you know, expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Right, my expectations was low, but I ended up enjoying the ride there, you know, nonetheless. It was a good experience. You know, I don't mind, like, you know, paying for a little date here and there, you know. People like to say tricking, simping, or whatever, but, you know what I mean? Like, I'm paying for the time. Like, if I was going to go to Terrafall eventually, I mean, what else was I going to wait on? Like, that's kind of how I seen it. I'm like, here's an opportunity to go to Terrafall. I was just being told about how dope it was last week. I'm definitely going to go back. I mean, the bus ride there is only $5, so that's not bad. So I'm definitely going to go back, maybe on my own terms, find a Airbnb for like 2 days or something, and see what's up with it like that. Man, I probably should go when I leave here. I'm thinking about it. Go for a few days. But nah, man. But what was I finna say? Yeah, cause I leave here on the 3rd of January. Oh, I gotta check out here on the 3rd of January. So I should, man. Yeah, I probably should go ahead and go there for like maybe like 4 or 5 days. Be out there for my. Well, no, I want to be here for my birthday. Nah. I want to be here for my birthday. I want to be for at least that weekend and then go. Like maybe like that Sunday or Monday. Probably go Monday. Yeah. I don't know. I'm planning it out. But yeah, so So Saturday we wake up, day after Christmas. You know, our grandmother's cooking again. Again, food smells good. It was they were cooking. She made something that was like it looked like some type of Cape Verdean version of a chicken noodle soup. Like it was like noodles, like the elbow macaroni noodles, like the collard greens. I wonder what they call. I should ask them what they call it. They call it collard greens here in Creole. But it had the collard greens, the carrots, chicken, and it was like some type of broth, right? Some type of like not stew, but like soupy type thing, right? And it smelled like and tasted like some type of chicken noodle soup. Like it was nice. It was pretty good, but yeah. So I mean, we're chilling all day. We didn't really even go anywhere. We're just around the house, you know. I'm playing with her son, stepdadding it up. You feel me? We're outside playing soccer. You know, at one point I fly my drone, let them see it, let them, I ain't let them fly it, but I let them touch it and shit like that. And I had a good time, man. Stepdadding it up. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. My two dads were stepdads at one point. You feel me? Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a stepdad, but man, who knows? I'm just out here, living my life, practicing, or living, wearing different hats, whatever you want to call it, man. I'm just out here living like, and as you can probably tell from the story that it's just. This is why I call this heart to heart, because I just gotta lay it out here like this. Like, I'm gonna get into more stories. I'm gonna be doing more like travel reaction videos when I drop this footage from Colombia and Medellin. Medellin, Colombia, Brazil, Rio, Brazil, Montevideo, Uruguay. Weed is legal out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a weed museum. It's a slash cafe slash event space. Like, oh man, I wish I would have got to try the food, but the weed is, man, it's nice out there. Nice, fire. Uruguay got that fire. I can't wait to go back. I've seen articles about them having like wine is really popular. Uruguayan wine, is pretty popular out there. In like the northern central parts of the country, mountains and stuff like that. So I can't wait to go back. I'm trying to go back to Uruguay for a minute, when it's during warmer times, because it's so far south. I didn't realize that as I'm going in my summer, it's their winter there. You feel me? This is like what the first week of September. Yeah, first week of September. I was there from like August 31st to like September 6th. And I got to Rio on like the 7th or something like that, because I went to Argentina for that day, for technically a full day. I was my flight. I was supposed to explore, but it was cold as fuck. I was supposed to explore. That was the whole point of me flying out of Argentina to Brazil, because otherwise I would have just flew from Montevideo. But you can catch a ferry from, like how you can catch a ferry from Stockholm to Helsinki to Finland. You can catch a ferry from Montevideo to Buenos Aires, Argentina. So yeah, it was. I enjoyed the ferry. The ferry was cool. Man, South America. South America is dope. I got a special place in South America. We're gonna talk about South America too, man. Shout out to all my brothers out there. Black Man Travels. Shout out to all the good work they doing out there, and getting these brothers that motivating them to get their passports and see this world that we've been traveling since the beginning of time. Because we are the original man. You feel me? Yeah, you already know what it is, man. Nah, man. Just shout out to them. Check them out on Facebook. Black Man Travels. Check them out on YouTube as well, on different tips of black men traveling, where to travel to, investing, working abroad, investing in Bitcoin, Forex, vlogs, interviews, all types of different stuff. You know, looking forward to being, you know, doing an interview on that channel, you know, one day as well as shout out to the King Gandhi channel, O'Shea Duke Jackson. These brothers are doing great work, awesome work, promoting travel, you know, to Africa, South America, Dominican Republic, wherever it is, man. We all over this world. There's some brothers out there that's in Asia. Shout out to them, China, Thailand, wherever y'all at, man. Brothers, we gotta travel more, catch flights until you catch feelings, whether that's, you know, for the women of that country, the food, the culture, the peace of mind just that you feel whenever you're in that certain environment, whether that's cold, hot, rainy, sunny, whatever, man. If that's where you feel comfortable, then do that. You feel me? That's my heart to heart. I'm gonna just close this out with you know, wrapping the story up. But yeah, so you know, it was like almost like I meant to get. I didn't think about it until I left, but I should have got a video saying bye and shit, like, you know, for the vlog, but for my Christmas vlog. But it was cool, man. You know, having dinner with family and being around that family environment for the holidays. You know, it was nice. It was unexpected, but it was nice. I really had a good time. I enjoyed myself. You know, spent a little more money than I planned to, but I mean, it was, you know, you kind of accept. For me, when it comes to certain events or things at this point, it's like I'm trying to live more intentionally, but at the same time, like, kind of let the steering wheel go. You feel me? Like, try to live, but at the same time, like, you know, experience different things. Like I could have just been like, nah, I ain't going with you to Turtle Farm. I don't know you like that, but you know, I went anyway. It ended up being, you know, an alright experience. I'm definitely gonna go on my own terms again for sure. You know, do my solo dolo thing, but yeah, I mean, today, you know, like I said, I'm, you know, flying the drone. I'm chilling today. Flew the drone. Right at, really wasn't no sunset. You know, it was mad cloudy, overcast today, but had to catch that vibe while I'm here. You know, I don't want to miss that opportunity. And I wish I would have brought out my drone when we was in the clouds up there, but I don't know. My drone probably would have stopped at some point. You know, if you get too high in the cloud, you know, I think it can stop the motors or some shit. I don't know. But, yeah, today I went to this area called Tetabranca. It's a cool place. It's a nice area. A lot of local food places, local pizzerias, barbershops, markets, everything you need you can find in Tetabranca. I'm an advocate for that neighborhood. You feel me? I feel like everywhere I go, I gotta have like a recommended local neighborhood. You feel me? For me, you know, in Freetown, I would probably say for me that's like what would I say? Like, it's like my area, like Kabbalah Town. I frequent that area a lot, you know. Kabbalah Town, Lot Station. What else? Accra, you could say. I would probably say Awosh, School Junction. La Paz was like pretty much the spot where I would go a lot to get food, go out sometimes. You know, when I didn't feel like going all the way in town, La Paz is cool. Where else? Medellin, Colombia, Yetis Park. Rio was Lapa for me. Santa Teresa. I like Santa Teresa. It's a nice neighborhood. I know they have some history up there. You know, you kind of see everybody living amongst everybody. You have some local food places, nice houses, and, you know, different things like that. Trolley is going up and down, you know, through there from up to, you know, where you have a favela at the very top, which I took a tour on. You'll see that. Please rewind Brazil. Please rewind Rio. You feel me? South America. You know what I'm saying? Continent number. What continent was that? Was number 5? Yeah. Well, no. Continent number 6. Yeah, because I went to North America's number 1. Europe number 2. Africa's number 3. Asia's number 4. Australia's number 5. Yeah, South America's number 6. I went there. Yeah, because I did Australia, Asia, Australia and Asia in spring of 2019. Winter, spring 2019. I left in March. Spring, yeah, spring 2019. A whole spring tour. I left at the end of March 25th. Didn't come back to April, end of April. Man, I be on tour, nigga. Goddamn. For real. But we trying to turn this lifestyle into we trying to plant flags now, man. We try to globetrot, especially with the pandemic going on. We got to be careful out here. Bouncing around, traveling. I'll be out here in Cabo Verde till the 18th of February. I'm taking it easy. I'm not in a rush at all. You know what I'm saying? But we on to East Africa next. You feel me? Tanzania, Zanzibar. You feel me? Dar es Salaam. Well, I'm flying into Dar es Salaam. Definitely will be visiting Zanzibar. There's a flight school. I'm actually was thinking about maybe attending flight school to get my private pilot license. That's a little something that I'm thinking of pursuing in 2021. Just something to get involved in, get a trade in. I've seen articles over the summer of private flights being allowed into certain countries like Seychelles and Mauritius when they had reopened to what they deemed was like green list countries that had low counts and different things like that. They were allowing private flights before commercial flights, before select commercial flights even. So I'm looking into doing that. You can do it for around less than $5,000, I want to say. So I'm like, that's not bad. This school that I'm looking at is about like $2,500. So if you want to support me, hit the Cash App $PLZRWD. That's PLZRWD. Please rewind. Please rewind. Hey, you feel me? If you want to support, Patreon, PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel. Hit your boy up, support the channel, buy some souvenirs, virtualheart.com. Support your boy, you know what I'm saying? We trying to level up in 2021, man. Just keep adding. We're getting ready to venture out to, Tanzania, East Africa. We're gonna see what's up with that African Ocean, I would say. East Coast, you know what I'm saying? See what the East Coast is saying, We've been on the West Coast for a good minute now, good 3 years almost, you feel me? We've been on the West Coast kicking it, man. I was just in Ghana for like 8 months, Sierra Leone for like 2 months, man. We in Cape Verde for 3 months, man. We out here doing it big on the West Coast, blowing the best smoke. Ain't shit changed but the continent, you feel me? Straight like that, man. It's the Heart to Heart. It's your boy PLZRWD. Please rewind, aka Monsieur Dumont, depending what continent we on. Man, it's your boy Dumont Del Mundo. You feel me? We out here, baby. Playa Cape Verde. Please rewind Africa. Please rewind Cape Verde. Virtualheart.com. Man, this has been a great episode. Heart to heart. I'm gonna try to keep it as real with y'all as possible. Let y'all in on a little insight, man. And we just gonna do it like that, man. We on to the East Coast, 2021, winter 2021. But it's more of a second summer. It's hot year round. Every day is sundress season. You feel me? Yeah, man. We out here soaking up the sun. You know what I'm saying? Melanin popping. Shout out to all my melanated peoples. Shout out to all my melanated peoples from St. Lucia to Arusha. You feel me? Yeah, we taking it like that, man. From Aruba to St. Lucia, Aruba to Arusha. What did I say? St. Lucia to Arusha, or Aruba to Arusha. Yeah, we doing it like that, man. Catch flights until you catch feelings. Virtualheart.com. Support your boy. I do this for y'all. I do this for my people back home. Just showing, my the world through my lens, through my point of view. Please rewind. We out here, baby. Heart to heart.